his hand. Joseph was going to the prison. He knew that he did not commit sin. He knew he did not commit adultery. He knew he did not sleep with Potiphar's wife. And yet he was going to the prison. Why? Because the garment of Potiphar's wife was found in his hand. Ladies and gentlemen, facts are not evidence. Fat and not evidence. Never be quick to judge a man because you saw fat. Never be quick to judge a woman because you saw fat. Because tomorrow you may regret of what you are doing. He went to the prison. He was in the prison. And I believe Potiphar's wife was still dancing around. He said, I will teach you in this city. I will tell you that I'm Abuja babe. I have Abuja connection. You know there are people that will deal with you and say nothing good can happen. They can deal with you and just draw a conclusion. That was the same thing this woman did to this young boy. Because he knew nobody can fight for him. She knew she was connected. The husband was connected. So nobody will ask them question. Open your hand, let me pray for you. Who has made you to cry? Because you have nobody to fight for you. Who has made you to live in pain, to live in shame? Because you have nobody to fight for you. I make a decree from my mouth to God's ears. As this year comes to an end, my God will fight your battle. I said, my God will fight your battle. I said, God will fight your battle. I said, my 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 God will fight your battle. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone under the sound of my voice, prepare. Prepare for what? Prepare for what? Prepare for betrayers. Prepare for betrayal. Number 3, I'll drop this, then I'll enter solutions. Now understand that everybody is not the same. Hello? Understand that everybody is not the same. That a man fail you doesn't mean all men are bad. That a woman fail you, all women are bad. I can tell you from a living example, so most time, the people you call helpers, they comes in rags. They comes in rags. The people you call helpers. Do you know, sir? Do you know, man, that it was a woman that betrayed Joseph? A woman betrayed him. Even the husband of the woman supported the woman. Let me tell you a parable. Don't fight a married man. Don't fight a married woman. Because tomorrow they will use you to settle. It's a parable. Don't side a married man. Don't side a married woman. On the bed, they will do confession to themselves and make love, and you become an enemy. If you want to live well, stand for the truth. Let them decide for themselves. They should not use you to settle. As your wife, be so, sir. No matter how your wife offend you, your wife is still your wife. No matter as you husband, the wife offend you, and the husband offend you as a wife, that your husband is still your husband. There is a place he touch in your life. Once he touch it, is your mumu point. You are confused and you start confessing. Like so it be, like so it be. The harmattan don't catch you, your mouth don't open way again. So you understand. Say the truth. Allow them to judge themselves. Am I saying something here? Everybody is not the same. I know betrayal will come, but sir, God will always use a man to change you. Do you know what it takes, sir? Pastor Uche, I assisted somebody to keep his household. I supported somebody to grow his house. He even told me by himself that I have observed that since you came to this house, God has helped us. But the same person was the one that called police to come and arrest me. The same person was the one that folded his hand when I was going to prison. He forgot everything I have done. But sir, he still got to prison. He still interpreted dream for people. Because your dream is connected to the people that comes your way. If it was me, if it was we today, do you know you will start minding your business? Say no. Now too much. Now put me for where I did so. I too know. Now push me for where I did. You won't relate with people again. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here. Are you getting what I'm saying? Because he shared a dream with his brothers. His brother sold him. Now he was trying to say, okay, let me not share dream again. Let me be assisting people to fulfill their own dream. Yet he was betrayed. Have you been so careful in life that you don't even know what to do again? They say you must come as by 10. Before 10, you came 7, and yet you were still betrayed. You don't understand what I'm saying? There are some sisters, they say, the way you are carrying yourself is too much now. That's why men are not coming. You should carry yourself. Try and reduce it. The sister, even those that didn't greet her, she's greeting everybody. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma. Are you okay, ma? And people that say she carried herself, say, I forget it. They greet you because they look for man. I don't know if I'm relating with somebody here. The same people. So sometimes you are trying to just, what will I do that will make these people happy? Ladies and gentlemen, you can't please men. You cannot. You cannot. There is only one man that you can make excited. He said, when a man's way pleases the Lord. So you can please God, but you can't please men. When a man's ways pleases the Lord, he maketh even his enemies to be at peace with him. So don't please men, please God. In the midst of trouble, please God. In the midst of challenges, please God. He said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, he said, I fear no evil. 1,000 shall fall by my side, 10,000 at my right hand side. It shall not come near me. Only with my eyes I will see and behold the reward of the wicked. For you don't serve a dead God. You serve a mighty God. He's the same yesterday. He's the same today. He's the same forever. When God says yes, no man can say no. When God lifts you up, no man can pull you down. God is on your side. Power is on your side. Glory is on your side. Favor is on your side. Fire is on your side. Somebody shout fire. Everybody is not the same. Don't use the conclusion of one man to conclude all men. If a man said you have not fine, he does not have mirror. Go to your mirror and look at your what? Look at your what? You know who you are. Do you know, sir? The Bible said interpreted dream for 2 persons. The Bible said one instantly, in less than 3 days, the 2 dreams came to pass. How will you feel when you prophesy and you now hear the fulfillment of the prophecy from somebody else? It's painful. But he was still there. He was still there. One was restored. One's judgment was given and he was crucified. He died. Another one was in position. I believe you wake up every morning, open the window. A new day has come. This guy has not remembered me. This guy has forgotten me. Just the same way some of us today, there are people who have assisted. There are people who so trusted. They have broken our hearts. They have disappointed us. But there is a God on the throne. I preached a message some time ago, despite the lie. Despite the lie. They can lie to man. They can lie to your helpers. Sir, but they can't lie to God. They can lie to everybody around you, but they can't lie to God. God is the one that decides who he will bless. The Bible said one day, that same God put a dream in Israel, put a dream in Egypt that nobody was able to interpret. The Bible said a man called Pharaoh had a dream. He called all the magicians, called all the soothsayers, called all the wise men, and said, please interpret this dream for me. And the Bible said nobody was able to interpret it. Their code, the code was removed from their hand. The secret was only kept for one man. Because when God wants to change a man, he looks for a man. When God wants to change your status, he programs you to appear before people that matters. And the Bible said one day, one of them that interpreted dream for, he said, today I remember my errors. He said, there is a man in prison. His name is Joseph. He's gifted. Ladies and gentlemen, God can shock you. In the next 72 hours, this God we serve that knows our conscience, this God we serve that knows our background, in the next 72 hours, as you enter the year 2025, I make a decree, my God will shock you positively. You heard that woman saying something about rice. It was not the rice, it was the grace. It was the grace that sat on the house. When the grace entered, everything started working. Am I speaking to somebody here? Listen, grace is like a fuel. When there is no fuel in the car, the brake is useless. The horn is useless. Everything is useless. But once the fuel entered the car, you see everything start working. That is what grace does in the life of a man. Don't say to yourself, it's over. Don't say to yourself, I can't trust a man. I can't trust a woman. Sir, you cannot survive alone. You can't survive alone. There are people that have been imprisoned by their past. That's why you are not saying your tomorrow. You are being imprisoned by what a man has done to you, what a woman has done to you. Sir, your lifting is also connected to a man. Your testimony you are looking for is with a man. 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 Life is easy. It depends on who you meet. I've said it times with that number. Life is not as difficult. It depends on who you meet. In my few years on earth, I have seen when God showed forth himself through men. Through men. When help is least coming, when things are difficult, it's like you have come to the crossroad of your life. You see somebody will say to you, can I see you for a while? Can I see you for a while? I'm trying to tell you that there is a God of the 11th hours. There is a God of the 11th hour. You may not understand. If you have not been there, you may not understand. Well, everything is down. Chief Protocol is in church today. When we are building the other side, you know the other side now, Eagles Arena. I'll come to church in the morning. Ladies and gentlemen, you can never know that I don't have, because it's not part of my statement. I will come. All of us are rejoicing. I will make them laugh. He says, we need to buy this one. We need to buy this one. I say, wait. The thing will soon show. He said, the time is going. I say, wait. I don't want those statements to discourage me. Because physically, I am 0 naira. But he's telling me about thousands. He's telling me about millions. I said, don't wait, don't worry. Don't worry. Don't worry. Money will come now. Ladies and gentlemen, as I'm still talking, sometimes I will see a car comes in. Sometimes I will see somebody drives in. I see somebody on bike. Listen to me. God can use rag to favor you. Rags. rags, I'm telling you the truth, rags to favor you. He says, I was just passing. I just said I should drop this thing for the building. And I will call them and say, come. You said you need it. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? Ladies and gentlemen, from the beginning, it was not so. Stop concluding people because of what you have heard about them. If we want to judge you based on what we have heard about you, we will not greet you. Should we open your fire? Now let you want to get fire. Do you know what you have said that we are aware? But because of grace and mercy, we don't see that thing. We see the grace of God on your head. I said to people that came to here, if I want to look at what everybody has done to me, I'll climb this altar and be preaching woe. But sir, in the midst of those that are trying to disappoint me or to discourage me, there are some that will say to me, ride on. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here. Do you know, sir, help comes from the place you least expected. If it comes from the place you expect, it's not a miracle. It's not a miracle. That is the truth. It's not a miracle. It's not a miracle. I have a daughter in my life. I think I was the only one that was able to accommodate her. She comes from this eastern part of Africa. Everybody complain. She's rude. She's arrogant. She's that. I draw her close. And I was talking to her, keep talking to her. I said, what is this? People said, you are this. He said, no, sir. It's how we are raised. We don't see it as insult. Because she's very confrontational. She don't like to pretend. She will give you fuska to fuska. Even me. He said that is wrong. That is wrong. Even me. So I need to be used to her. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody here. You can't flow with people if you are not used to them. Is this assumption that has made you to be poor? Even helper came, you were you were full of assumption. You didn't tolerate them, they left. I was able to tolerate her. Ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen any daughter in this world that has favored me like her. I have never seen. I have never seen. Sometimes she'll call me, do you want anything? Sir, if I have pushed her away because of what I had, I would have still been in Orion or local government. So most time when you are praying for helpers, when you are praying for breakthrough, sir, stop assumption. Stop assuming people. They can come in rag. Am I saying something to anybody here? This is Ben, for instance. I never know Ben can sing until one day. I think I said it in this choir now. I never even knew he's not from Nigeria. Partly somewhere. Congolese, Tabi. I never knew. Now, what am I trying to say? There are people, until you are close to them, you may not know what they are passing through, and you are judging them. You are judging them. But today I saw him sing, was in resident pastor, remind me, when was that? 2 days. I said, this guy is pushing me. Oh. I said, I don't get dollar. The thing was shocking me. Keep praying, oh, your dollar is coming. No, it's the truth. I look at my wallet. My wife is here. I look at my wallet that day. There was no dollar inside. I said, I forgot to dash this guy. Now, what am I trying to say? If I have concluded him few months ago, I won't see this gift. The problem we have in church, you have judged everybody, even those that wants to help you. You are not like a scripture. Everybody is avoiding you. He is coming again. Everybody is avoiding you. Because you are using the eyes of the past to judge people. I might say something to anybody here. I'll never forget a story that Papa gave concerning a sister that God asked him to come from a story building. How many of us remember that story? He said he came from a story building to pray for a sister one time. He said in the midnight, God asked him, come down. He said to God, it's not to come down that is the problem. What of me climbing back again? God said, come down. There is somebody you want to talk to. He said he came down and God said, there are prostitutes outside the gate. Cross the road. He said, this is the name. Go and meet them. Ask them to call the sister for you. And he said, God, this time, call a prostitute, a pastor, hotel. You know most time, when people see you in an hotel, the next thing that comes to their mind, you don't come chop. I've told you before, the black pot that prepared rice is black, but the rice inside. Stop judging issues by what you see outside. Should I rewind? In case you didn't understand. The black pot. Have you ever seen a pot that is not black that prepared the rice? No, even if it's gas, it must be stained. The pot is stained. The pot is black. But the rice inside. He said he was looking at the receptionist. He said, please go across, call somebody. And the person said, pastor. That is the conclusion of man. He said the person came, and at the end of the day, the person said, he asked the person what is, I can't remember the exact name. He said he asked the person said, yes, that is my name. So he was talking to the girl, explained to the girl what happened. The bag fell from her hand, and he asked, who are you? As he was doing that, a colleague came and said, sister, in a price. And at the end of the day, Papa located the girl, spoke to the girl, and said to her, this you are doing is wrong. You have to accept Jesus as a Lord and personal Savior. When he was through, climbing upstairs again, the girl said, sir, can I have your number? He looked at the girl, commonize the girl. And God said to him, give her your number. He gave the girl the number. Few years later, the phone rang. Then we have not been to Russia. We have not been to Moscow. He said the call was coming from Moscow. Who is calling from Moscow? The same girl that was spoken to that night. And the girl introduced and said, Papa said, what are you doing there? So you have gone international. He said, no. I am married to a Foursquare pastor. I just gave birth to my fourth son. The name of the fourth son is Johnson. So we are looking for your approval. The same people you condemn are the one that will help you tomorrow. The same people. The same people. I told you my first result in school. I had 37. I'm not ashamed to say it. I can't forget that result is very special to me. 37. My wife, did they laugh? Don't laugh. Oh. I was very excited because I thought the higher you go, the bigger you enter. I was the first to get rock. Peter, let me finish also. Students in the school, I don't reach us, they happy. Let me carry 37 for class. I think out of 41 or 42, I can't remember. I got to the house and I dropped my result. My brother, his name is Peter, he's the second born. He carried my result, he was looking at me. He said, where did they catch you for body now? He said, you fail. You don't say you fail. You know those days that they will put you in your back of the, what is it called? Back of the door, you now carry stone. Oh, but they beat me. Don't say I be last born. They finish my body. They say you fail, you no fear. You call rock, call house. So I carry stone. You know, there's a way you carry stone like this. After sometimes, like this. Answer some tests like this. If care is not taking, you start sleeping. I don't know if it has happened to anybody. I failed. But ladies and gentlemen, when I was told what to do, the next year, I took thought. And I started growing. First, second, third, like that. But listen, the same guy that took 37, today, I am the black sheep in the family. I'm trying to tell you, sir, if people offend you, don't look at the offense. Look at what you gain. Don't look at those that offended you. There was something you learned. You're only a fool when you keep repeating the same mistake. Nobody's getting what I'm saying here. If people offend you or people betray you as you think or as you are saying, sir, what do you learn from the betrayer? Or are you repeating the same thing again? My dream, my destiny. I like what Joseph said. Genesis 50 verse 20. He said, that which you thought for evil. That which you thought for evil. That which you thought for evil. He said, God has turned it around for my good. I'll never forget the first time I preached in this same Omega Fire ministry. It was a crusade. So Papa said I should preach. Are you sure it was not preaching? You know exhortation. Do you know exhortation? Like what some people would do before the minister will come up or the guest minister will come up. So that was what? Charge. That is what we call it. Pastors also call it charge. So I was to charge before Papa will come up. So I came to the altar. I messed up everything. Ladies and gentlemen, because then I don't know what is even called topic. I don't know how to develop a message that is called body or to talk about conclusion. So I was preaching. I thought I was preaching. I never knew I was messing up myself. When I was through, one pastor, he's still in this ministry, called me to the corner. He said, Oga, go do business. I'm not joking. I'm telling you reality. He said, this this thing you did today is only a businessman that can do it. So just go and learn business. Open shop. But as a pastor, you won't succeed.